Welcome to Spaghetti TV. In keeping with my recent topic about Andrew Holness and Mark Golden regarding our students that are stuck in Ukraine, and are trying to leave to go to Poland with the hopes that they'll be able to, make the transition to Jamaica. And the fact that the Jamaican government stated that, if they were supposed to finance the traveling, then some money would have to be repaid by the students, and the opposition later stated that, note, we are talking about 10,000 US dollar a year. We're not talking about 300 million, 10,000 meager US dollars. And the leader of opposition responded by saying that he would have a fundraiser to raise $10,000, which to me is garbage on both of their parts. These guys can sneeze out or fork out that type of money like nothing. So I think both PNP and JLP, they dropped the ball as it relates to capitalizing on such an opportunity to help and to be seen as decent politicians in the eye of the public. So I was thinking, since Andrew Holness has been damaged, by the negative PR which came from his decision, as well as from my eyes, the PNP has also been damaged based on the fact that the dude stated that he would have to do a fundraiser to raise the money. I think the only way either parties can actually make themselves look good or to redeem themselves in the eyes of the Jamaican public. Those who are objective, might I say. Because like a lot of Jamaicans, they are loyalists, they are tribalists, and their parties can never do wrong. If Andrew Holness said, let those kids die in Ukraine, you would find some persons who support JLP are going to be like, yes, they should die. The Prime Minister know what he's saying. If the guy from the PNP should say, hey, I will let them stay in Poland and freeze to death, you'll find some people saying, yeah, they should freeze. I'm exaggerating, but you're getting the point. So the only way I think they could redeem themselves is by doing this. Andrew Holness would have to apologize to the Jamaican public for the oversight, and he would have to explain that there is a thing in place, an old law, which says that the emergency funds should be repaid by the persons who are benefiting from the emergency funds. And it's a fact, The emergency funds, there's a clause which said that whomever gets the fund should have some form of a payment plan, to put it back so that other persons can benefit from it. He should try to blame it on that law and then come around and say, I made a bad judgment. I should have forked it out or whatnot. In order to achieve redemption through the eyes of the Jamaican public, the only thing Andrew Holness can do at this point is to say to the University of the West Indies, because I am assuming that those students are medical students, because I know that medical students are known to get scholarships to go to places like Russia and Ukraine. I have a relative that did his medical degree in Russia. So I'm assuming, I'm not sure if these are medical students. But what I'm suggesting is that the Prime Minister would then say to the University of the West Indies, we will accept the credits that they already completed in that country, right? We will accept them. He will then move forward to get any hall of residence. In his case, he'll have to get the best hall of residence to house them there for free and also absorb their fees for the rest of their studies. That is what he should do in order to win back the Jamaican public. Jamaican public loves handouts. So if the Prime Minister was supposed to take the stance that, hey, I am going to absorb the school fees, the tuition fees for all these students that are currently stuck in Ukraine, and allow them to finish their studies in Jamaica for free housing and free education for those students, whether it be 300, 400, 500, find a way to make it work. Because remember, the Jamaican government, both government, they stated that they spent over $300 billion in a 4 or 5 year period on community initiatives. So remember, I'm still not letting you guys off the hook for that. So since you claim that you did that, so you have disposable income, I would assume. So please absorb the money for these medical students and allow them to study for free. Maybe you can put in a clause that, well, they have to serve in Jamaican hospitals for at least 5 years before they can go to another country or whatever, 4 years, 2 years, whatever. Or you might want to stay far from clauses based on what happened to you with your previous decision. But just put it out there that you will take control of their education and their housing for the next few years until they have completed their studies. And I think that will fix the situation. Same thing for the PNP. Now, the PNP is not in power at this time, so they might not have as much access to cash, you know what I mean? But a lot of them are MPs and whatever, and they have big budgets. You know what I mean? So depending on where some of those persons are from, I'm sure they can fit under the portfolio based on the budget that a lot of you MPs are receiving for your constituencies. Yes, you guys receive budgets every year and you do nothing. You don't fix the roads. You don't give running water. There are no jobs in your constituencies or anything like that. You know what I mean? You guys steal the money and pretend to use it to do some form of thing and then overstay it. If something costs $10, you say it costs $20. You know what I mean? And then you take the $10 for yourself. You know what I mean? We know this thing works in and out. You know, so I'm not saying that, oh, the PNP can't do it because you're not in power. Yes, some of you guys are still MPs and you guys have powers. So if you can help the ones that are in your constituency, then do it. You know what I mean? You know that Miss Joyce's daughter is coming home from Ukraine or Poland, which I hope they do. Then you ensure that, well, Miss Joyce's daughter lives in my constituency. I am going to make sure that she finishes her degree free of cost. You know what I mean? She lives on a university campus free of cost. You know what I mean? For the rest of the years. And trust me, like, the Jamaican people will be forever grateful to you. Because as I say all the time on this vlog, Jamaican citizens, they ask for nothing much from these politicians. Nothing. The only thing they ask for, give us some jobs. You know what I mean? They don't tell that they want the best bossy jobs. They just want a job. And they want water in some cases. And they want roads. That is it. That is it. No one then they complain about JPS, but road and water is what they always ask for, and jobs. You know what I mean? So, like, put some effort out. You know what I mean? And if you want to get good PR, actually do some good work. There's no good PR like good work. You know what I mean? And I think this is a brilliant idea. If I was in any one of those positions right now, those political positions, that is exactly what I would have done. Hey, come home for free, get educated for free, housing for free. And I love you and I'm sorry. Welcome back home. We got you. That's it. I'm out.